When it comes to flagship high-performance laptops, you usually have a big, heavy, thick desktop replacement with a 17-inch screen and performance that can match a lot of previous-gen desktops. Like a mobile RTX 3080 Ti in the high-powered laptops will easily beat a RTX 2080 desktop counterpart. But Asus ROG does things different. You don't get more power as per se, but with the Zephyrus Duo 16, you get more screens. There is nothing like the Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo 16 on the gaming laptop market. Now, previous gen versions had compromises to fit the extra screen, which is touched by the way, in a thin chassis. The Duo 15 SE maxed out at 130W GPU TGP, which for a laptop at its price point was, well, underwhelming considering the MSI GE76 was able to utilize the RTX 3080 at 165W. However, the Zephyrus Duo 16 is, well, it fixes every single issue the Duo 15 SE had. The RTX 3080 Ti and the RTX 3080 model now has a TGP of 165W and the RTX 3070 Ti boosts up to 150W now. There is a small issue here, but I don't want to talk about it now in case Asus decides to send one of these laptops to me, or maybe even send it to me as a gift, or if I can afford one soon if I'm lucky. So don't forget to subscribe and I will possibly talk about that when I have the laptop in my hand. Anyways, the biggest fix from the previous gen is that there is no soldered in RAM. Both the RAM slots are now open SO-DIMM slots, so you can fit 2 RAMs and upgrade them and remove them or replace them, and well, you also have 2 SSD slots as well. The upgradability and the higher TGP means this laptop is finally a recommendable option for people looking for a flagship rather than it usually being just a dual screen gimmick that the previous gens were. And we haven't even got to the biggest party trick yet, the display, which is a madness. Called the ROG Dual Spec panel, and basically, it's a 4K 120Hz 500 nits IPS LCD panel with 100% DCI-P3 color space, but with a toggle in the ROG Armory crate. The display will switch to run in 1080p form with 240Hz refresh rate after a restart, but now only with sRGB color space. This basically means high FPS gaming and professional level creativity can be done on the same laptop with next to no compromises. This display alone is enough to convince anyone with the budget to buy this laptop. There is a second display option, a 165Hz 100% DCI-P3 QHD Plus mini LED display with VESA certified display HDR1000 certification. By the way, I forgot to mention, this is a 16-inch panel with a 16:10 aspect ratio, and it also maintains the 15-inch laptop's form factor compared to the largest 17-inch designs. Anyways, the touchpad or the screen pad, by the way, is not a dual spec or a mini LED. It's a 4K 3840 by 1100 IPS LCD panel. Now with all said, if you noticed it throughout this video, you would have realized that this is running the AMD Ryzen 6000 series CPUs. No Intel 12th gen understandably, which does require more cooling, so the GPU would have had to compromise. Anyways, that leaves us with the pricing. Pricing is still a bit of a question mark, so I wouldn't exactly rely on the pricing I'm mentioning here. Just wait a few more weeks, I suppose. But if you have the budget, you should now actually consider this as an option instead of ignoring it as a dual screen marketing stunt compared to the competition. That's basically the point of this video. Anyways, if this helped, don't forget to subscribe. And on a side note, Asian markets and some parts of Europe, including UK, will get a very cheap Full HD Plus or WXGA option with the Full HD touchpad. Again, possibly with DDR4 RAM even. But these options are not exactly worth the price premium.